Urgent alert, your carry-on luggage will be rejected in November 2025. Congress passes shocking law, green cards at risk. In just a few short years, everything you know about carry-on luggage could change forever. Starting in November 2025, your carry-on might no longer make it past security, and it's not just about new airline rules. Congress has passed a shocking new law that could impact travelers worldwide. But that's not all. This new legislation is also putting green cards at serious risk, potentially affecting millions of immigrants. How will this law impact you? What do you need to know to prepare? It's crucial you stay informed, or you could be left scrambling when the changes take effect. If you've ever traveled with a carry-on, or if you're hoping to secure your green card, you cannot afford to ignore these developments. This is the moment to take action before it's too late. Are you prepared for the upcoming chaos? Do you know how to protect your travel plans and immigration status? Click now to find out exactly what this means for you, and how to avoid being caught off guard. Don't risk losing your green card or facing travel nightmares. The clock is ticking, and November 2025 is closer than you think. Watch this video, stay ahead of the curve, and safeguard your future. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell to get all the updates and tips you need to navigate this shocking change. Now that you know what's at stake, let's dive deeper into how these changes could affect your travel and immigration status. November 2025 is fast approaching, and it's not just another date on the calendar, it's a game changer for anyone who travels or is involved in the immigration process. If you're planning to travel to the US or if you're hoping to secure a green card, these changes could directly impact your future, and it's crucial to prepare ahead of time. The first thing to note is that starting in November 2025, carry-on luggage restrictions are going to be a big deal. This isn't just about packing a little differently, these changes are set to impact how we carry and store our items when we travel. The new regulations are stricter than ever before, and travelers who are used to breezing through airport security could find themselves facing delays or even being turned away because of their carry-on bags. That's right, your carry-on bag could be rejected if it doesn't meet the new rules that will soon be in place. These changes come as part of a broader effort by Congress to regulate who enters the country and how those travelers are moving across borders. You might be wondering how your green card application ties into all of this. Well, if you're applying for a green card, traveling with a carry-on that doesn't meet the new specifications could raise red flags. Immigration officials are already paying closer attention to travelers, and if they spot any discrepancies in your baggage, it could delay or even harm your chances of getting approved for permanent residency. You may think it's just about getting through security, but this is part of a broader immigration strategy that increases scrutiny on anyone entering the US, especially immigrants. The key here is to understand that these new travel restrictions are part of a larger push by the US government to monitor and control immigration more closely. Starting in 2025, your travel behavior down to the size and contents of your luggage will be scrutinized in a way it hasn't been before. What you pack and how you pack it could make a difference, not just in getting through the airport, but in determining whether you're allowed entry into the country or face delays in your immigration process. That means if you're not aware of these changes and unprepared, it could lead to costly delays. Your green card application could get stuck in limbo or even rejected if you don't follow the rules. And don't forget the financial side of things. If your carry-on doesn't meet the new guidelines, you might find yourself having to pay extra fees or face rebooking your flight entirely. All of this could easily add up to more stress and confusion when you should be focused on the future. Now that you know how serious this is, let's talk about what you need to do before the changes go into effect. The good news is that preparing now is the key to avoiding any future problems. The first step is simple: stay updated with the latest information from your airline. Airlines will be enforcing these new carry-on regulations, and many are expected to begin doing so months before the official rule changes in November 2025. If you haven't already, it's time to check your airline's website to see what the new carry-on rules will be. Your bag needs to fit these new requirements, and if it doesn't, you'll need to get one that does. This might mean investing in a smaller, more compliant carry-on, but it's a small price to pay for avoiding unnecessary complications. It's also crucial that you start packing smarter. The new regulations won't just impact the size and weight of your carry-on, but they will also limit what you can bring with you. Expect stricter rules about what you can carry in terms of liquids, electronics, and food items. You'll need to be mindful of what you pack in your bag, and double-check the new restrictions to make sure everything inside your carry-on is allowed. If you don't, you could face delays at security, and it could even raise questions about your intent and immigration status. For those who are in the process of applying for a green card, the best thing you can do right now is to consult with an immigration attorney. This isn't something you want to leave to chance, as even the smallest mistake could cost you. The new rules will likely be closely tied to how immigration authorities process applications, and if you don't get ahead of this, you could face delays that would otherwise be avoidable. It's better to be proactive than wait for things to spiral out of control when the new regulations go into effect. But the reality is that these changes won't just affect your travel plans, they could significantly impact your immigration journey. If you're trying to secure a green card, you'll need to demonstrate that you're following all the rules. And right now, the government is not only tightening its grip on immigration but also using travel patterns and behaviors to track and monitor applicants. If your travel plans aren't in line with the new regulations, you could find yourself under more intense scrutiny. Immigration authorities may decide to take a closer look at your case, and the additional delays could set back your application process by months or even longer. It's critical that you get ahead of these changes, and do it now. Once the clock strikes November 2025, these new regulations will be in full swing, and if you haven't prepared, it could seriously affect your travel and immigration timeline. You'll want to make sure that your luggage complies with the new regulations and that your green card application is on track to avoid any complications. This is the time to plan ahead and make sure you're not left scrambling when these changes go into effect. We know it's easy to think of November 2025 as a distant concern, but the truth is, it's right around the corner. In just a few weeks, you could find yourself facing unexpected obstacles if you haven't made the necessary adjustments. It's not just about your carry-on bag, it's about your future, your travel plans, and your green card application. The best thing you can do right now is act fast. Stay informed, get the right bag, and make sure your travel plans are in line with the new regulations. Don't wait for the new rules to surprise you at the gate or when you're in the middle of your green card application. The time to prepare is now. November 2025 is coming soon, and you need to make sure you're ready. Click now to find out more about how these changes will impact you, and how you can avoid getting caught off guard. Don't let the new travel regulations or immigration laws get in your way. Take action now to secure your future. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay ahead of the curve.